son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
This is for my brothers and sisters out there who have eyes to see. Don't think that it's strange that you're suffering through trials. Don't think that you're doing something wrong. Jesus said if you were of this world, the world would love you. Because you're not of this world, the world's going to hate you. I've chosen you out of this world, therefore the world's going to hate you. I've gone through a lot of suffering, just as those who had the truth suffered from the beginning. All those who live in truth are going to suffer persecution. And this persecution will come from the churches. Jesus said, beware of the men in the churches. It is them who persecute you. And he said that they will deliver us up to the councils. I was turned into the police by a preacher of a church. I've been interrogated by leaders of churches, threatened by them. I've been made fun of and harassed, subject and threatened to restraining orders. All from leaders of churches and people in churches. It is the churches that persecuted Jesus. It was the churches that persecuted Paul. Paul said that he was put in prisons and beaten with a rod, stoned, in danger wherever he went. He suffered pain and hunger and thirst, all for the love he had for the people in the churches. It was the people in the churches that were fighting against the truth. Jesus said he would send out prophets, wise men, and scribes, and they would be killed and persecuted. He said your own brother will have you put to death, and your children will be turned against you. He said those in your own house are going to be your enemies. So don't be marveled that they hate you. And do not fear them, because Christ inside of you has overcome them. You will suffer tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. You have overcome the world, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. We are troubled on every side, but not in distress, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. We are always bearing about in this body, and dying of the Lord, that the life also of him might be made manifest inside of our body. Jesus said, blessed are those of you who suffer these things. Rejoice and be glad, for great is your reward in heaven. So don't fight against these leaders and these people in the churches that persecute you. Don't fight against friends or family. We're not fighting against the flesh and blood. We're not fighting against the people. We're fighting against the spirits, the principalities and powers, the rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. We're battling against that, not against the people. So don't let it bother you. If your own family or friends begin to hate you and curse at you and make fun of you, it's not them. Don't be mad at them. Don't be hurt. Just know that it's the spirits inside of them. Jesus said to pray for them and do good to them who hate you, because they're deceived. Even when Stephen was being stoned to death, he cried out to his Lord. He said, do not lay this sin to their charge. Do not hold this evil doing against them, because they're deceived. It's the spirits inside of them. It's not them. He loved these men that were stoning him because he knew that they were deceived. These people that persecute us do not know what they're doing. They're being led by evil spirits. This is why Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They don't know what they're doing. Just continue preaching and helping them. Keep on planting seeds until they begin to grow. Continue in love, and let your sufferings be assurance that you are in the truth. We know that we've passed from death to life because we love people. And we know that we have love because we're willing to suffer through all these things in order to bring them into the kingdom. We're suffering all this stuff, planting the seeds and trying to get them to come in. We're bringing new life. I will very gladly spend and be spent for you, though the more abundantly I love you, the less I be loved. They've rewarded evil for my good and hatred for my love. But rejoice, for as much as you are partakers of the sufferings of Christ, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. I love you all. Hold on to that hope of glory. We are the light of the world. We are God being revealed. The kingdom of God is at your hand. The keys are in your hand. Go out and bring in more light.